we're talking about peace before, during and after the elections, there's a need for us to first of all assess what's been happening across the country. As we know, the Catholic Relief Services, they've been doing their part, doing the Povetsa too, and reducing, violent extremism. But with just, less than 90 days to the elections, there's a need for us to assess the national picture. And it's such a good time to be hearing from you, George Amo, because you've been across the country. I've been on some fora with you as well, and I personally know the kind and the extent of work you're doing ahead of the elections. But walk the nation through the journey so far. How has it been? What have you been up to? And what's been the impact so far?
Thank you very much, Blessed, and thanks to our those who are listening to us across the country. Yes, after the 2020 elections, the Peace Council had a national dialogue. And the dialogue was intended to evaluate what happened before and after the 2020 elections, so that we can be informed what to do to make our elections more transparent, more peaceful, more acceptable. So we had that conversation, and were able to bring all the political actors together. We came up with some very important recommendations. And that, we believe, we've been able to implement almost all the charges that were given to the Peace Council to do. So we haven't slept at all. Together with Povetsa 1, which the CRS started together with us. We've been able to go through most of the communities in our country. We have targeted the security, civilian relationships. We've targeted media, we've targeted communities, religious leaders, traditional leaders, all to mobilize support for a peaceful elections this year.
And since you're talking about Povetsa, this is a good time to also shape the partnership and look at how that has been supportive to what you do at the National Peace Council. Would you say that it's been impactful?
I think so. I remember the program we had in Koforidua and in Pram, together with the security. It was fantastic. Bringing together the top of our security to engage with politicians, with the civil society, with the ordinary, people of our country, I think was very insightful and really brought the much needed interface between security and civilians. Sometimes people, for so many reasons, have some trust deficit. The security, how do we trust them? The politicians will say, we don't trust the police. The police will say, we don't also trust you. So that program opened the space, for them to engage and for us to think through what we can do to build a more resilient society and to diffuse tension between particularly the two, security and citizens, so that we can together have in mind what kind of country we want to have. So I think Povetsa 1 did excellent. We have begun with Povetsa 2 and we hope that we are going to do the same, particularly as we approach.
I see.